Hello everybody, so today is the first day of our final harvest of the year, and potentially going on previous years, this harvest could be our first harvest of next year, because we often don't finish fodder beet until beyond the new year. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So we're just heading for the fodder beet field. We're just passing the field that we did no plough grass seed, and there are some deer running away, look. Don't know if the camera's picking them up, but that is looking very nice just across the hedge. Although I have to admit, some of what you can see is lost wheat out of the combine. So we did get more wheat than we should have had coming over the back of the combine, and if you remember, the combine broke and we brought that big John Deere in to finish off. He did a bit of that field, and where he had been, not a single thing grew behind him. So we need to learn for next year how better to set our combine. Anyway, right, we're just approaching the field. No, we're not. We're in the field. We're approaching the half of the field that is the fodder beet. So Dad is along there. He's got the trailer ready. He has gone to turn off the electric fence because there is a fence between the grass and the beet. So first thing we got to do is take that fence away, and then we'll get on. So today is a nice sunny day, as you can tell, but yesterday it rained for the whole day. It rained from was it raining breakfast time? I can't remember. 7-8 o'clock in the morning it started raining, and it was raining 8 o'clock in the evening. And during that time we had some real heavy bursts, and total for the 24 hours up to kind of 7-8 o'clock this morning was 34 millimeters. So we had an enormous dump of rain. But looking at this field, you wouldn't know it. That's how dry we have been. We have got nothing. It's not squelchy. We're not going to make a mess. I mean, we're going to run along the grass for the first run, but we ain't going to see it. And that's how dry we were. Anyway, so here's our crop. Then what we'll do, get out the weedy bit, and we'll have a look at it once we get going. That'll be the best. Right, so we'll just try and get in a bit of position. Try not to run over that gate behind. And try not to waste any, because this winter we need everything we can get. Okay, so we have got our first tanker full. Probably can't see it in the sun. Anyway, right. Let's tip out. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look, make sure we are missing a few. That is purely because I'm not driving it in the right place. It just takes, you know, we haven't driven this machine since probably February. It takes a few laps really to get your eye in and work out what you're doing. But also what is not helping, the beet are very, very tiny in places. This is a kind of the dry, this is a bit of a dry ridge of soil here. As it drops over, it's a bit wetter in the bottom. Hopefully it should be a better crop, but up here, this is where it burnt up first, and they are not very big. And a consequence of them not being big is they sit low into the soil, as you can see. And normally, when those crowning knives take this top off, here you get little white discs to follow, and you can see easily where you're running. But because they're so low and so small, the crowning knives are just missing and not doing anything. So you're not getting that nice row of little white rings to follow the lifter up. So it's not making it easy. But it's what we got. It's the year we're in. Anyway, we are getting a lot of them. When I drive it right, it picks up every one. So another couple of times round, I should have my eye in. Right, let's fill another load. So we're not into the main harvest yet. You can see they're tiny, it's early, it's still warm, plenty of moisture now, they will still be growing. So the plan is just to pull enough for the next month or so to keep the cows going. And then if we get a decent bit of weather into November, we will try and get like half of it done and leave the other half here till January, February time, and hope that we get some sensible weather to pull it out. Anyway, right, let's get on before he gets back. Right, so that is the end of harvesting today. As you may see behind, we just unloaded the second trailer and we're now in the middle of a massive rainstorm again. So we'll look at the roots that we've harvested just before we end the video. So let's go and look at the pile. Okay, so here is our little pile. So when we're opening up the headland, we can only ever unload in one place. We go around once and unload. We can't kind of fill the hopper and pull the trailer alongside because there's no room between the hedge and the crop. Anyway, so that's why we only have part loads. So it's okay is all we can say. Considering the year, I guess they're good. They're not as good as we've had in the past, but like I said, it's early. This is a good one here. That's a good beet. I don't know what variety that is. It's got yellow skin. The rest of them are white, except for a few little red ones. So the red ones are left from last year. So we had a bit of seed left last year. We put it into one box on the drill. So that's why the one row will always be red until it runs out, and then the white takes over. I don't know what that orange one is. That's some different variety, come from somewhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. The size is disappointing, but that's the year. Nothing we can do. We just got to harvest them and start feeding. When we introduce beet to the cows, they can only have a little bit to start with, and then gradually build it up as their digestion gets used to it, because you can't just bung a load in on day one. It causes all kind of upset. So gently to start with, and then gradually build it up is what we will do. So there we go. Keep a lookout for, in a month's time or so, there will be a proper beet harvesting video when we get going really well, and do a proper, look around the machine and see it working properly and all that. So that's coming. So you could subscribe, couldn't you? And come back later on in the year. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first day of beet harvest, and we'll see you next time.